Hi there, folks. Welcome back to Rich Review. So, in the latest of the films that didn't get a wide release in theaters, didn't make much money, or found a way on the internet, is a film called Alone. This is directed by John Hymans, who happened to direct the last two Universal Soldier films that I did not see, nor would I want to. And apparently, this film shares the same name with at least four other films, three of whom share a similar premise of being trapped in the woods alone. So a woman named Jessica, played by Jules Wilcox, is leaving her home because of a undue tragedy that we learn later on. She's leaving a day early because she doesn't want to get in a fight with her mother. And apparently this thing is divided into sections. One is the road, the second is the river, and third is night. Well, at least the road section accidentally, gets behind a Cherokee car, and later that guy, who is credited as Man, essentially with a Ned Flanders style mustache, and again, we just come to realize, oh yeah, he's doing the Ted Bundy thing by first acting all concerned, but then of course, basically showing up at all the wrong times. And what do you know, we have a serial killer kidnapper on our hands here, in which Jessica is promptly kidnapped by the guy. And then, of course, he does some psychological torture on her by showing a video of Jessica and her husband before what happened to Jessica's husband. And of course, this guy here is like, you think I haven't done this before? Which implies, of course, he's done this again. And of course, with a film like this, and I guess some people describe this as a lean, mean, survivalist machine thriller, which I don't necessarily disagree with. Jessica promptly escapes. Of course, she goes into the woods having to battle the elements in order to survive. We see one gnarly injury that happens to be a twig on her foot. In real life, that injury actually happened, and then some stunt double had to come in, and then they reshot some footage later on. Now, of course, with a film like this, we are bound to run into some stupid person who doesn't know what's going on. That happens to be Robert, played by Anthony Head, who happens to be the vice principal from Boston Public, and also Dr. Chilton from Silence of the Lambs. He's basically like, what in the world are you doing out here? Obviously, he doesn't believe her at first, and obviously, he wants to see some ID from the guy. He's obviously holding a shotgun. What else do you expect is going to happen to him? If this were made in the 1980s, this might have made its budget back, and maybe would have been hazily but fondly remembered. But of course, that's over 40 years ago. Films like this get relegated to VOD status. Again, I have no problem with this film here. I really don't. And let me just say that the end fight scene is well staged and well shot. And the guy gives a taunting lesson type of deal to Jessica. And Jessica, again, is no shrinking violet. And she clearly wants to escape. And the woods here are brilliantly shot. And so in the end, folks, what I'm going to say about Alone, amazingly enough, despite the misgivings I have about this film, and I do have some misgivings, I'm going to give this a matinee rating. If you feel like you need something to watch, I would highly recommend that you do. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks. Yes, hooray.